Hello all and welcome back to Game Barnes Plays Gran Turismo Sport, and Coen is still here.
Hello! Still
Hello.
here! Yay!
He is still here because it's still the same night. We are still reeling from the defeat
Barnes,
of the
breaking
previous...
the illusion.
We don't record all at once. But to be fair, I think they understand.
We
from the
rarely
fact
do,
of
to
all
be
the-
honest.
Yeah, of all the ones that we do normally, especially when there's scheduling conflicts, I'm then recording a video on my own, on my Todd. I think it's actually fine that we tell them that, you know, occasionally we do record them back to back to compensate for it. Trying to find out a way of overtaking you just then, it didn't really work. Right, well that's a good way to overtake you. Whee! Right, should we start the qualifying?
I did that on purpose. Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's start the qualifying. Yay! 8 seconds to start the qualifying. I've never done this track, I'm going to say, in this car. Currently, Coen has more experience in this track, in this car, than I do.
By 1 lap.
Yes, but that's still more. That is technically still more than me. Yeah, I'm not wrong in saying that that's more experience than I have. That was real slow for you to take that corner, Coen.
I'm letting you go first.
Why?
Why not?
Is there some corners coming up that I don't know about that I'm going to spin off out or something?
I just want to see what sort of lines you're taking.
Not very good ones, I'm sure. Although Fuji tends to tell otherwise, just rubbing it in.
Apparently,
Hey, I've got one win. I'm gonna say it. If I've got one
win, it just
win,
doesn't have some sort
it's
of
fine.
weird zigzaggy way. So
you know, it's my one win, my one ever. I'm sure that I'm gonna get on you. That's it.
like we said, Brands Hatch. We don't know.
Yeah, but you do have more experience than just that one lap. You have been round this track in a different. I don't know if it's been in this car, but in a car you've been round the track. I mean, to be fair, I'm not gonna lie. I have been round this track in previous cars, but a Renault Clio is completely different to a Formula One car. You know,
I went
a little
round
bit different.
In, oh, what did I go around here again? Oh, Hyundai Coupe. Still not the same thing, basically.
Oh, actually, sorry. Yes, we have. We've both been around this track before in those cars. Because you were in your Hyundai, and I don't remember what I was in.
Also something shitty.
Yes. Mazda? No. Sorry, Mazda. I do love your cars, really. No, I don't know what I was in. I don't know. I know I've also been around this in a Suzuki Swift as well, but I don't think that was against you. I think that was against online or just practice racing. But no, Brands Hatch is an awesome track to go around. I'm not going to lie. But not the GP one. I've not been around this one so much. I've been around the other Brands Hatch.
Oh, I struggle more with that one.
Do you? See, I find that one
second
better.
corner is weird.
I actually prefer the normal one to the other one, sorry, to the GP one. What's the other one called? It's the Indy Circuit, isn't it?
No, it's just Brands Hatch short. There's a
okay.
going.
I took air on a corner. I had to pull over to let you pass because I was not going to be able to do that. I set a qualifying time of 1:19. That's not so good. Yeah, I got distracted a little bit and took air. I Romain Grosjean'd it. Sacre bleu.
Fair enough. Damn French. Every single time.
I was going to say something just then, but it was actually going to be a swear word, but it was going to be in French. I'm like, nope, that's still technically against YouTube policy.
Yeah, let's not. I know which one, but let's not.
Ah dear. I know them all. It's fine. I went to school there. I learnt all the swear words straight away. It's the first thing you learn when you go to a different country is how to swear. Ain't that right, Coen?
Yeah.
You had to think, or were you concentrating? There was a bit of a pause.
No, I just wanted to say something rude in Dutch, but decided not to.
No. I can't say it in French, you can't say it in Dutch. We've agreed on that. Different languages still mean something. No, because I probably have a Swedish fan out there somewhere at some point in the future. Oh, you went off.
Oh wow, that's really close by the way. I just noticed 300s.
Oh man, that is. Damn, I didn't even notice that before. 115.349, 115.379.
Oh, this is going to be it, by the way. We won't be able to finish lap. Yay! Full position again. It's something.
Well, no, we've still got another. Well, you don't have another race in you because you've slowed down a lot. But I've still got one more I can do.
Oh yeah.
Because I've still got 16 seconds left on this one, and it's 5 minutes. But if you're on a lap qualifying, when time runs out, it still lets you finish that lap, as long as it's within a minute.
I keep forgetting about that. I don't know why, because I watch racing.
Yeah, exactly. You see the real thing. It's still set the same way. But I'm not going to get a fast lap.
It could be different in game, to be honest.
Yeah, but this is a driving simulator. Don't forget.
Yeah, I disagree on that, but sure.
Yeah, but I mean, it's going to be as true to life as you probably try and can be in a racing game. That was worse.
No.
But it's because I went.
I heard a bit of a. Yeah, so I sort of assumed that it wasn't it.
I forgot we actually went for Toyota and Honda on these cars as well. I technically have a different engine than you do. Also, we say that you told me not to ruin the illusion that we're doing this all on one day, but it actually tells you the date in the middle when it comes up with that whole Gran Turismo bit. It kind of gives it away.
Look at these beautiful cars.
2, 1, go! By the way, I've never actually noticed. Well, saying that, a little while ago. Well, 2 weeks ago. Should we say? No, because I didn't know where you were, so I didn't want to swipe into you. Damn it. But a little while ago, let's say the last time we actually met up for one of these things.
Is that still called?
I put it to you to try and decal up your car a bit more. We've still yet to see that in action because I only ever see it in fleeting glances. Yes, but I'm never in the right place to see the decals. I'm either seeing your tail or I'm seeing you spin. Oh, that's sand. That's gravel. That's a cone. That's tarmac. I'm fine.
I'll see that cone and I'll spin on that cone next lap, won't I?
Yeah, most likely. I've set it there on purpose. It's like a banana in Mario Kart. I've set it there ready for you to hit. It's fine.
Actually,
but yeah, I've not actually noticed your car properly in a while. So I'm hoping. Hello. I'm hoping that. Oh, Jesus!
I saw some
slowed down way more than I was expecting. I didn't know when you'd be braking then as well.
Yeah, I got some grass and sand and all sorts of that grandma on my tires. It's all bad.
Hi.
Oh, I missed that corner, so okay, I actually have to focus now.
You're gonna focus now.
Is this gonna be it? This corner very slow, by the way, and it still managed to not. Oh!
You touched the back of me just then.
No. I actually did as well, by the way. No.
You did on my screen. I'm gonna tell you now. It darkened, and I actually felt the back of my car twitch.
I actually did not hit the back of your car.
Well,
not on
according to GT on my side, you did. My car, I had to compensate. It's not good.
I was actually being
to be fair though, tonight your car's been more stable than most of the nights when it comes to multiplayer recording.
Sure.
You're not actually bouncing all over the place. You love that corner.
You
love that corner. No, but I mean as in like lag-wise. Sometimes it resets and you're like a foot in the air or something, and you just land on the ground and just carry on around the corner. But
as long as it's not as bad as that one time we had to start and it was a little bit.
Oh, the Camaros. That was hilarious. We started on top of each other. That was incredible. Never been able to do that since. But that was quite funny actually. By the way, fastest lap. Whoop whoop.
Well done.
For now. By the way, you going full power?
Oh, I sort of have been, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go lean. I've just noticed. I'm now officially turning lean. I kind of want to see how I go around the track on that. Because I might find I can probably take corners quicker. As weird as it sounds. On the lower revs, take the corners better. There's a corner there, Coen. I'm sorry. I'm tired and I'm cocky. It's getting to me. Which means I'm going to be an absolute crash in a minute. And I don't mean Bandicoot. How much worse am I? Okay. How? We both... Did you go to full power still, or did you actually go to lean partway through?
I went to lean halfway through, but I'm sort of doing the smart thing at the moment.
Well, because we both, if we both went lean partway through... Sorry, there is a corner. I do have to brake.
I would have made
I do
that.
ghost. Yeah, well, you can go through me. I do ghost. So did you. But anyway, we both went lean halfway through. But we both got our bestest lap. Yeah, that one you can't blame me on. I wasn't there. Yeah, we both did our best laps on halfway lean. How's that work?
I mean, to be honest, that was sort of one of the first clean laps where I actually, you know,
that you took this corner correctly.
Go for field trips.
Hey, I can't take the mickey. I do that all the time. I mean, let's point back to Austria, where I didn't even turn. I just went in front of you, across you.
Oh, also, I just saw a blue flash going through my car. So okay.
Yeah, if ever I tried to talk smack about you not being able to steer or going off the track, just bring up Austria. That's going to be the worst ever. You know, that's just horrendous. I've never done another corner like that ever since. Or before. That has definitely been my horrendous one. I turn the steering wheel, I press the brake, car goes forward. I don't even actually remember if I really steered that much. I think I just gritted and bared and hoped for the best. And occasionally what I tend to do is panic and press circle, which is obviously handbrake, and end up just spinning the car, which is actually worse because you still cover more ground. So it's definitely not recommended to do that either. But this is quite a nice track actually. I need to play this more often. I feel.
It's good.
I think that'd be a nice thing as well. I know we're doing a few different series at the moment.
I went over that cone.
Oh, that wasn't one I placed there.
That corner.
I don't think that was one I placed there, was it? If it's from your sand trap corner, I think it may have been your cone.
I think it might be mine.
I don't know. Where was the cone I put? Oh, that was further back, I believe.
Yeah. I have to actually.
I don't know. But what was I going to say?
You don't like that corner, do you?
This corner? No, definitely don't like this corner. I've done that same kind of one on different tracks, and I'm actually not too bad with it.
That's actually my favourite corner.
No, it's not mine. No, I could probably do that same turn
because that's sort of the one corner where I just massively gain every single time.
You do. That's true. No, but that exact corner I can probably take on Nürburgring, or very similar. But for some reason here, I'm just like, no, I brick it. Oh, I'm gone. Back on. That's fine.
Yeah, you good?
I'm good. I also did my Popeye impression for a second there, but I'm fine. Okay. There's another cone there still. Mind out for that cone just off to the right hand side. I tried to swipe it, but I couldn't quite get to it in time. Oh, I think I may have hit a cone there, but I think it stayed on the grass. It's fine. May have took that right corner a bit too much. Well, that's okay then. If I see a cone, I will warn you about it. If I've hit one and I know it's kind of gone into the middle of the road, then I will try and let you know.
Okay, that's the first time I went off there.
That's my fear on that corner. I really feel like I would go bad on that one. Also, by the way, how fast do you go around that corner that you just went round? What's your exit speed?
Normally... Oh, I'll double check next round if that's okay.
Next round. Yeah, that's fine. I really want to know, because you quizzed me on my one. I entered that one that you didn't like on 100, ended on 65. 102, ended on 65. Give or take.
No, my tires are gone, I think. Well, my tires aren't gone, but I'm making... 12 seconds. Okay.
Ooh. Who are you and what have you done with Coen?
I don't know.
We've done some sort of vice versa on tonight. Can we do the rest of the tracks tonight?
Probably not.
just while this streak's going. Ah, dear. While you're in this mindset, I want to capitalise.
I bet.
No, I think, to be fair though, there are some pointers with the cars. There are definitely performance differences when you go between lean and power. They do react a lot differently.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna try and say it's the car's fault. I'm on lean. I'm going full lean for the moment.
This is worrying.
Right, this is the corner.
I'm going to have issues again.
This is the corner. What do you do? What speed?
Oh,
you didn't notice, did you?
To check.
I even warned you. I said this is the corner. I was telling you.
You should have been more specific.
Okay, I'll be more specific next time. I'll be more Atlantic next time.
Thank you.
Is that okay with you? Next time I'd be more Atlantic.
Absolutely.
Also, I don't know if you noticed, but your favourite corner, I tried to help remove that cone. I think I may have smacked it a little bit and may have taken it off the road. I don't know if I helped fully. I don't know if you may have hit it yourself as well. But I aimed. Oh! You did a 360. I honestly feel like actually the way you did that microphone just then, it was I honestly felt like you were actually in the car in that accident at that point.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that was a bit too much. Is that pitting?
Yeah.
So we need to figure something to talk about as well while we're here. Oh, you know what we haven't done yet? There's been a story you haven't told me. Our own r/Tales from Tech Support.
Oh, right.
You've told the princess. You've told not the printer story, the power button story. I told my printer story. What you haven't told me is the story I haven't witnessed. Because the power button story I was there for roughly.
Okay.
I think I came in.
So this is basically before the job before I joined a company.
Yeah. So was
any names?
Sorry, just to confirm, this is
at
the job
a
that we
particular
worked at
phone.
together.
Yeah. I worked at a particular phone brand company in the service desk. Now, I was on the phone with this guy for quite a while, and I sorted out to install an application for him so he could listen to South American radio, and found the radio station that he sort of, only witnessed while he was with his daughter in South America. Oh, there's that cone there.
Is it back on the road?
Yeah.
Oh,
right on the racing line.
I'll aim for it in a minute. Right, carry on. Yeah, so he was listening to it. He witnessed it with his daughter whilst in South America.
And he was sort of explaining to me, and so, can you find that radio station for me? And so, well, you sort of have to do it, plus then you can so. But I was being a good person, I guess. And I helped him. Okay, I'm missing every single corner now.
You good?
Yeah.
By the way, I couldn't see that cone on the racing line, so you may have to smack that yourself. I'm not sure if we have it in different places.
So basically I helped him with that. Then he wanted I want to do video sharing to my TV. Now, these days with smart TVs, that's very simple.
Yeah.
In various ways, it varies. But back then, this is about 8 years ago now.
Okay.
8 years ago, yeah. That was a lot less of a thing.
Yeah.
So there were particular protocols, and you had to have a particular separate box with it as well, and there was a whole thing to set it up. And the guy was basically 70 years old.
Right. Okay. So you say sets up extra hardware. You're talking like almost like an Apple TV type setup, one of those little boxes.
Yeah, pretty much like that. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And basically, it's because this was sort of, we'd never seen that device before, and it was new technology. No one else in the tech support knew what to do. The instruction manual was not particularly helpful. And it took me in total 2.5 hours to get to that point where he had his radio station and he managed to share his screen to his TV.
Right.
So we're all happy. Very happy.
Yeah. But
this was sort of basically, I was already working an hour extra past my shift at that point as well.
Ooh, so you had actually finished for the day at that point. An hour earlier.
So I already sort of had finished, but because it was sort of my last call and I was home. But then I said something really stupid. It wasn't so much the person that did something stupid, although he was old, he was nice, and he was really into his technology. I said something stupid.
What did you say?
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Oh no, you don't do that, especially not an hour later. Oh no.
It took me an extra hour, and even though I was on an early shift and I was bound to leave at 3:30, I actually at the end left at 6 o'clock.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's not good. Moral of the story, don't ask that question. Well, actually, don't not ask that question.
No, you should.
During your shift. To a degree.
But if it's your last call, just do it.
That's true. Well, I tend to do another one as well, to a degree, even in the current job, as well as the last job. I'll end it in the case of, I actually word it. I've been able to do this quite well recently. I urge things in such a way that I'm telling them I'm ending the phone call without actually saying I'm ending the phone call, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
so I'll end sentences, finally, like, okay, is that everything? I'm sorry, that's it done. It should work for you in a few seconds. As to say, you don't have to keep on the phone now, you can hang up. Please stop talking to me. That kind of idea. Being polite about it. And they'll be like, oh yeah, cool, thank you for your time. And I'm like, if there's anything else, please let us know. Because at my current station, for instance, we are a 24-hour team. And then I hang up. It's to say, call back. Get someone else. And at that point, I can hang up, and then I'm safely there for the next 5 minutes, let's say, possibly not getting a phone call. And then someone else will grab it because I'm off shift at that point. That's, the next way of wording it. Still let them know that there's an option, but don't outright say, only use me as the sole point of help. There are other people on the service desk. I'm sure that's for you as well, where you last worked. Yeah. I'm sure you weren't the only person. There could have been someone else there to grab the phone call if he called back with any further questions.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, that I have learned now my own way actually to do that. That I say, if any further questions, don't hesitate to call back. But basically saying, hang up this call now, we're done. But like I say, it depends on the time of day. Depends on the time of day and depends on if it's busy. If you've got a major incident come through, like we've had before, then you can't stay on the phone doing a password reset. Because it's just not viable. You have to help deal with the incident that's come through. So you have to be a bit more rushed and be like, right, okay, yeah, carry on. This is your password, just go do it yourself. Bye. And then pick up more phone calls that they come through. But if it's a quiet day, like we did together, we've done our Saturday shifts, for instance, and it's been a bit more dead, you have a bit more of a laugh with the people on the phone. You build up that rapport, you have a little bit of a chat, you keep the day going, because at the end of the day, it's passing their time, making them feel better, even though they've got a broken machine. And you've probably spent maybe an extra 5 minutes on the phone call you didn't need to. But also, that's a 5 extra minutes out of your day that you don't need to worry about because it's sped forward a little bit, let's say. Because whilst you're talking, it doesn't seem so bad. That's the thing. If you're sat there just looking at emails or just clicking screens, it tends to drag.
Indeed. I checked what my speed is through that corner, by the way.
Oh, you did? Awesome.
Mid corner is 50. Exit speed is 90.
90. Right, let's see how close I can get to that. Mid speed 60. Exit speed 90. Are you on lean or power at that point?
I'm on power.
You're on power. Okay. I'm on lean. Let's see if I can get close to that. Wait, you're on full power?
I need to have some fun.
No, but I just didn't know.
I'm already going to lose this race anyway.
It's fine. But it makes it a bit more fun anyway, you know, even if you weren't doing this on purpose. We're doing this on purpose, I mean. No, even if you're doing it for the camera, it makes it a bit more fun. I probably should have pitted on that one, but it's fine. I'll pit on the next one. Oh, not so far off. I did probably about 57 to 60 around the mid, and probably exited at about 80.
Oh, that's a new corner to go off.
That's not worse.
Wow.
That cool. Oh, I've been off that corner a few times.
Really?
That's my corner. Yeah. I've done it a couple of times. I've come off there, but I've been able to re-establish. Actually, when at one point I think you were just 3 seconds behind me. Oh, I went off there.
Don't look at this lap. This is like one of the worst laps ever now.
No, that corner you went off just then, that new corner for you, that was the corner where I did my Popeye impression. You know, I went, okay, get back on the road. That was that corner. So that's a me corner, that one. Oh, there's a cone in the road. That's not good. Right, refuel. Where's the pit? There it is. Brake a bit more around that corner. God,
I
this
actually
is
still have to refuel again.
Do you?
Yeah.
Right. What have I got? 11 laps left. No. 9 laps left. I can't math. 16 to 25. 17 to 25. Oh, it was even better than I expected. That's fine. It means I can do a couple of full power limit laps. Also, we didn't actually do my talking about the facts of this place.
Oh yeah.
What the best lap was and all that. We didn't actually do the introductions.
No.
Obviously, we know already.
Roll the intro.
Brands Hatch. We know that Brands Hatch is a British racing track. That's a given for anyone that knows their tracks. The quickest lap, but actually I believe, if I remember correctly, this is no longer Formula 1 territory? Or it won't be?
No.
No to what?
No and no.
It's not Formula 1 territory?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Didn't think so. Okay, I remember that coming up somewhere. How long has it been since it was a Formula 1 race?
I want to say, what's the last race in the 80s or 90s?
80s to 90s. That would make sense with who the fastest lap was, considering how many races there's been since. It is a 2.68 mile track, meaning we have 25 laps out of this to make it roughly 61 miles that we're traveling, because obviously the thing is with Formula 1, it's how many miles you cover, not how many laps you do. In Formula 1, it's 120, I want to say, maybe more miles, and we're doing 60 roughly, which is not bad.
No, it's more than that, isn't it?
They do more than that, do they? I can't remember now what it was. I remember looking it up, and I know my initial point of view was going to be 30, but then you said 60. I was like, yeah, that makes more sense because we get more laps out of it. and there's more chances of having to worry about pitting and changing tyres and etc.
Yeah.
But the best lap ever held on this track. This is official as of the Formula One. The Brands Hatch website, not just the wiki. I did go on the wiki first to pull it off, but the Brands Hatch website even has this plastered on there. The current runner for a Formula One car fastest lap is Nigel Mansell. So that shows you your 80s, 90s guess is probably about right. Because that probably was about the time that he was in his car on this track. The time being probably one of the closest we'll ever get to, 109.593.
We still won't get there, but hey.
Definitely not, but look at your fastest lap that you've pulled through. 114.263. And that's 109. That's the closest you've had. That's knocked out your Felipe Massa one from last week. Come off because I was looking at my PC. Yeah, that's knocked off the one before, because the last one before was about 6 seconds, and this is now just shy of 5. So, this is probably the closest we're going to get. But do you think there's actually information online about the current performance of a Formula One car? Or do you think we could look up what their current brake horsepower is?
I think I heard today that Renault, although that is like one of the worst engines on horsepower, now has 1,000 horsepower.
1,000? Yeah, that's a lot more than what we've got in these cars.
Yeah.
I could swear we're rocking 600.
Yeah.
Maybe 680 at a push. But maybe we can have a look at them in a minute and see if we can tweak. If we can pull it up to closer to a Formula One car. Not during the race, not during our current situations. We'll finish our Grand Prix. But if we can actually bring it closer to what a current Formula One car setting is, and see if we can actually get any closer to the Formula One races.
Yeah.
Because I definitely feel that I could do better in my Bugatti around these. But my Bugatti is rocking a 1,200 brake horsepower engine. It's twice the engine capacity of this car.
One? That one is
that's
quite
the other
heavier
point.
as well, though.
It is a couple of ton, I want to say. Even with me stripping the weight on the upgrades, I do believe it is a few. I want to say maybe 1,500 kilos. I could swear, maybe a bit more. I might be making that up. But these cars are lighter, aren't they? Definitely lighter. They may be slower, but they're lighter. Maybe we could put that to the test.
Yeah.
We'll try and do that race X, whatever it's called, that long strip. We'll just do a starting from scratch, both of us on the start line, and see who gets to, 100 quicker. I bet you could outspeed me and outbrake me. Like, let's say get to 100, then brake. I bet you could do it quicker. You'd cover less ground than I would have to in my Bugatti. Maybe that's a mini episode. You never know. At some point. Doesn't have to be tonight, of course, because we are talking at 11:30 at night at the moment on a Sunday. So Coen needs his sleep. I don't so much because I'm not working tomorrow. Technically, I was not meant to be working today or yesterday.
Did not really have a sleep on Friday, though.
Did you not?
Nope. Went out.
That's not good. Did you?
Manchester.
Oh, nice. What did you do there then?
Just with some mate. Oh, that is. I actually went off on their corner. Wow.
You went off in your favourite corner?
Yeah.
No, Coen. That's your corner. That's your chosen one.
You were the chosen one.
You had the high ground. Actually, that is the high ground, because I think that's quite elevated, that position, isn't it?
Yep.
You have to go uphill to get to that. 2 Star Wars references in one on a Brands Hatch circuit. That I bet Ewan McGregor's probably been round, because he is a bit of a petrol head himself. There's no other facts about this track that I can pull up currently. No, this is a nice track. I need to do more GP, I think.
Oh, it is.
But I think what would be nice as well is if we did some sort of series, because we started mentioning this in the last episode. We do have a couple of different series that we want to do. One of which you came up with. I can't remember what yours was going to be. I want to say it was to do with it was American Muscle, wasn't it?
Oh, the Mustang.
Mustang Camaro, because they actually brought out your Camaro, weirdly enough, in a recent update.
Yep.
So that's nice to bring ahead. We can definitely do that one, and that's actually only 3 episodes away now. As of this episode, 2 episodes away, so that's not bad. And after that, I feel that we need to do the best cars from each country. So let's say we go to Japan, do Japanese tracks in Japanese vehicles. We bop them, so we're both in the same performance, but obviously different cars, and do the same for British ones. So British car, British track, American car, American track, French car, French track, etc. Just see who's better.
Yep.
Again, like I say, just bop them. So not the same car. You know, it could be TVR versus Jaguar, but you know, at least they'll be same performance-wise. Because to be fair, I don't mind having any car, but we've got our possible drop gear mishaps that we can do as well in between, which won't be too bad. Which I've got a few plans for that, but that I'm actually proper scripting. I'm actually doing work for that one. These are all, we've got a race to do, let's chat whilst we race. You know, there's not so much thought going into this. Funny enough, you know, as shocking as that sounds, there's no planning involved in these ones. Whereas in drop gear, there's going to be. Well, I say no planning at all. I did go on to the Gran Turismo Sport Wikia and pull the information off of these tracks, as well as cross-reference it against actual track information to make sure that my information was correct, and obviously put it into a grid. So that whole Excel spreadsheet probably took me about 45 minutes to put together. So that's probably the most work I've done on this series, as well as the actual work we've put into racing. But apart from that, not at all. But no, drop gear is actually going to take some proper work. So I'm going to have to make sure that we've got good tracks together for the plans, what we're going to do, what we actually need to mention about the cars. We actually are going to need to do some homework, Coen. As in, like, print some stuff out to be able to talk about.
Terrible.
You know, and not print out as such, but at least have it next to us ready to go so we can question it. And say, like, you know, my car's got this, your car's got this, etc. My car's made at this time, your car's made at this time. I've got some ideas going ahead in my brain of what we can do. We know what our first one is. We've got our idea.
Yes.
If you remember. So that's idea one. So, but I've got other ideas floating around that I want to do. Plus, obviously, there's that whole thing about, like, here's one track. Let's send all the cars around it and see what times they do. You know, see where they all rack up against each other. That's terrible. My final lap as well, man. God. But obviously, you're going to be the racer for that one, so I want you to choose the track. You've been around all these tracks now, surely at least once, in different vehicles.
Nope.
No?
No, not
all of them yet.
Tracks. Nope.
Ah, well, there's your homework. You know, you've got a long time to pick about it, so you don't have to worry about doing it right now. But I want you to give roughly your average car, a car you're comfortable in.
I'm not going to let you overtake. I'm not going to let you overtake.
It's right around this corner. I don't think you're going to need to worry about that. This is literally my last lap I'm on.
I know.
So that's
I'm not going to make it back in time.
Sorry. But yeah, what I was going to say is you need to just get a car you're comfortable with, that you're saying about, it could be about an average car, and race it around any track you feel comfortable with. As long as it's got the right kind of, you know, it can have bumps, it can have twisty turns, long straights, whatever you want. You pick a track, you make that your track. That's your baby. And I just give you every car to race.
There we go.
But that's the problem. Is I'm gonna need access to your garage to know what cars you've got, and roughly gauge if you need to buy any during this. I don't want you spending money if you don't need to, type thing. But I won.
It's fine. Yay! Well
122,000 on that one, and 1,100 on the XP. Why more? I did less. How's that work?
No idea.
But woohoo! Oh, before I quit. Yes, thank you. Almost forgot. I was literally hovering over the quit button. Who got the best lap? You did.
Yep.
Again,
you
with
wouldn't say it, but
1:14.263.
Yeah.
1:14.263, and that puts that at. If I bring up the calculator again, just to give the exact facts, because I can probably do it in my head very quickly, but I want to give the exact down to the hundredths of a second. I got 114.263 minus 109.593, 4.67 seconds slower than Nigel Mansell.
I'll take that.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Good. I'll take that.
Right, so what's our cars currently set to? If I cancel entry. So, yeah, the Super Formula is 639 brake horsepower and 660 kilos.
Yeah.
My Bugatti VGT. Yeah, it's very good. My Bugatti VGT is 1,600 brake horsepower, well, 1,626 brake horsepower, but 1,400 kilograms.
So that's better then. Okay, no, that should be better.
It's twice the brake horsepower, but it's twice the weight too. So, that can be a thing. But my Veyron is only 494 brake horsepower, but only 940 kilos. So maybe not so bad. But let's have a look at what's the car setting. So what can we go up to on power ratio? We are at the best we can be. Yeah. On the power ratio, we are at 100, which is 639 brake horsepower, and the lowest in weight. So that is the best the cars can be, which is fine. Right. Anyway, that's another race done. And that is 1 point for me. No, sorry, 3 points for me. 1 point for Coen, I'm afraid. Ooh, that puts it to 14 points to Coen, 10 points to me. This could be a tight one.
Oh dear.
We never know. Next, we're going to Brazil, and we are doing the Autodromo. Autodromo de Interlagos. We are doing.
I'm actually good at that track.
I'm not good at that track. Okay, so this is where I lose. Right.
There you go. Well,
thank you guys for watching. We shall see you next time. Until then.
Tatty bye.
Tatty bye.